queen.
Hi, Bo.
Queen, 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 queen.
Hi, Bo.
Queen, 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 queen.
Hi, Bo.
Queen, 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 queen.
This week, Monday.
I've been trying to set up this camera for the past, 5 minutes, which is a long time, yeah, Ed. And now I need the toilet, just when I want to start filming. And I'm told that this view is horrendous. You're sit here. You're sit here. You're sit here. Let me get the microphone in for you. So now you're closer to the mic. I can speak to the mic. You're here. You can hear me nicely. Moving on. So I currently finished season 1 of Stranger Things. Obviously, Stranger Things season 5 is coming out. I remember when I finished watching season 4, I was like, I'm not gonna watch season 5. I'm not gonna do it because I didn't like season 4 because season 4 didn't feel like Stranger Things, and I still stand by that notion even though I've only watched season 4 once. Like, I still stand by that notion. I stand by what I said that time. But at the same time, I've been rewatching it. I just finished season 1. That was nice. It was a nice experience. It was nice. It was nice. It was nice, I'm remembering so many different things. From what I remember telling myself, and I also remember myself from my past of me now, that season 3 was the best season. Season 3 was the best season, hands down. I loved season 3. But I'm rewatching it now, so you're gonna get a fresh perspective from me. And on top of that, on top of me doing all of these different things and doing watching Stranger Things, I'm also crocheting a jersey. I'm not gonna give you a tutorial on that. I'm literally freehanding the entire jersey. Is that a bad idea? Yes. Has everything that I've ever freehanded been a 50-50 in terms of being like good and bad? Yes. And I'm not sorry. Either ways. Yeah, so I'm gonna be watching Stranger Things while crocheting, so you'll just get like a nice little time lapse of that. Very low stimulating content. This content, my content's very low stimulation. So if you're looking for something that is like fast paced or that grabs your attention, something to watch while you're eating, you came to the wrong place, babes. Put this on while you're studying, or when you're sleepy. And yeah, really, like, that's my content. I'm satisfied with that. I'm satisfied with that for now. Like, this whole in terms of editing, the laptop can't handle. And it's just gonna be like a whole thing. My laptop will malfunction, melt, and die if I try that. I'm also very scared about my interview because I keep realizing things that I did wrong. And every time I'm like, ugh, that's the mistake. I'm just not gonna do that. It's just such a like, yo, I could have done this, yo, I could have done that, yo, I lied big time about this, yo, I lied big time about that. And it's just like, yo. I just got Adobe Premiere, bro. So if you're watching this, I edited it on Adobe Premiere. I will upload me, man. Anyways, so I just saw this video and I think it was both great and also very telling. So I wanted to talk about it. I'm making mvubo with bread. Cry about it. Because some people say, ew, grow up. Are you going to eat it or am I going to eat it? I'm going to eat it and I'm going to enjoy it. If you don't like it, that's fine. Grow up. Either ways. So so I saw this video of this guy, nah. He's large, he's overweight, large. He's 200 pounds, which I don't know how many kgs is that. Usually whenever I'm counting these kgs in pounds, I just times it by 2. Kg times 2 is pounds. That's what I do. So now this man is 200 pounds and he's losing weight. He wants to lose weight, and so he says, for every person who likes this video, that's me, and that's a mile. Nah. So every person who liked it, he'd walk a mile. Good for him. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna complain. Good for him. Shout out to him, man. That's like a very long feat. Like, shout out to him. But also, what I also noticed is that you people, nah, So that's why education is so important, because education isn't just knowing, it's knowing. Does that make sense? You can be educated in something and still not know. It's knowing that there's something deeper to what's on the surface. That's what being educated is. And many people understand people who are overweight to be miserable, which is both true and untrue. Because in some cases, being overweight, this person became overweight because they didn't care about themselves and they were going through something. In some cases, the person became overweight because that just happened. In some cases, it's not even that deep. They're living the best life they ever had, and part of living their best life means they're overweight. And they're very happy with it. They're not like, it's not something they're sad about. But every single time, you will always find a person, or very large groups of people. In fact, I think the majority of everyone at this point who will see an overweight person and be like, oh, they don't care about themselves, they don't value themselves, especially a woman. Oh, she doesn't care about herself, she doesn't value herself. He doesn't care about himself. They don't care about themselves, they don't value themselves. And it's just like, bruh, it's much larger than that. With some people, as I said, sometimes that is the reason. That's why they're so happy after the weight loss. With some people, the reason why they gained weight, and that weight is a literal physical thing that you can see. That is someone just walked into the yard. That weight is like a literal physical thing attached to them that is reminiscent of their past, which is a past that is sad and shaming. And with some people, it's a freedom, it's a joy. A person being overweight isn't due to one reason. And like when you grow up and start maturing, you start learning that, and your outlook on life becomes more positive. You let go of that negativity and you eventually become a better person. So that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is grow up, let's mature together. Let's live a happier, more positive life. And part of that is minding your own business. Just because a person is big doesn't mean you must come out to them and be like, you need to lose weight. Because I'm sure they know that. I know that. If I want to lose weight, I'm going to lose it. If I don't, I don't. If I want to gain, I gain. Like, I'm over it. But if you must, I'm not interested in gaining. I'm fine where I am now. Like, I'm not that mad at it. I'm fine where I am now. If like anything, I'd like to just lessen the size, because they're currently still growing. Oh, so annoying. It's like the puberty hasn't stopped, and it's like, babes, stop. Either ways. So yeah, that's just my advice. Not my advice, that's what I'm telling you. You need to grow up. Not every single person who's big is big because of the same reason. And also, it's none of your business if they are big. Love is a thing that we all need to have and are deserving of having, no matter what. Don't ever discriminate. Because I'm hearing a lot of rhetoric online of people being like, oh, if you're overweight, I don't believe that you're deserving of love. That's the worst thing you could ever say to a person. That's like saying, that's the worst thing ever. It's like saying because you're black, you don't deserve to be loved. It's that bad to me. Everyone is deserving of love. Everyone. I mean, come on. Come on. Yeah, shout out to that guy. He's doing better for himself. And doing better for himself for him is him losing that weight. So shout out to him for doing better for himself. Shout out to him doing better for himself. Otherwise, yeah. Alles van y'all moet a very good day have. I'll record something on Tuesday. Oh. So I'm making macaroni and cheese, as you can see by the big boy here. And the recipe is on the laptop, so I'm gonna bring the laptop. Okay, so the laptop is now here, as you can see. It's there. The water is currently boiling, so that's the sound if you're hearing one. I'm supposed to boil the thing according to the package instructions. As you can see, I get code instructions come packaging. So I'm just gonna boil it for like 12 minutes, but I'm supposed to do 2 ounces. I can tell you what 2 ounces is. Luckily, Jungle Oats, they made this years ago when I was like 2 ounces is 60 mils. If you didn't catch it, either ways. So I'm gonna pour that, and then after that, I'm gonna make the white sauce. She's calling it a roux. Either ways, yes. So I'm pouring the 60 milliliters of it currently in boiling water. Then I'm gonna add oil. Should I add the oil first and salt? Let me add salt and oil. Ah!
Background music. Don't copyright me.
Baba booing. It's done. I'm not gonna put cheese because I feel like that will be too incriminating. Here it is, nah. Pepper, salt, chili aromat, because no DNHS RSA. These noodles. But yeah, they look really, really nice.
Wednesday.
I'm gonna put something very short on the screen and you're gonna read it. Did you read it? Thank you so much. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna keep quiet and do what I have to. Because this was a part of the plan. This was part of the, like, you guys saw the itinerary for the year, for the month, for the life. And the itinerary had this first stop. And now the first stop has been achieved. And now I need to continue walking up that ladder. Because it went from a staircase to a ladder. And ladders are harder to climb than staircases. So, as a celebratory treat, whilst I'm doing the dishes, I'm gonna make that mac and cheese that I made yesterday again. Hi there. It's been a couple of days since I recorded that. Yes, I'm wearing the same dress. It's something called hand washing your clothes and leaving out to dry during the night. Either ways, I loved using Adobe Premiere Pro. It was the best experience I've ever had in video editing, for starters. And for seconders, I made the mac and cheese again. It was really, really good. And yes, I'm just very, very grateful. Obviously, not obviously, yes, very grateful, very thankful, and very, very happy with the results that I have achieved. This was not something that I thought was possible, and I have so much more to say on it. But as I said, this is just this is the start of my ladder, and I'm ready to turn this into a one of the best things that I've ever done, one of the best experiences that I've ever had in my life. That being said, you have reached the end of the video. I didn't record for the rest of the week. I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to after hearing that news. And yes, I'm very excited to start next year. I want to continue on with this channel next year, but I don't know how much time that's going to take. I feel like it's going to take a lot of time, and I'm not interested in making shorts. But otherwise, yes, thank you very, very much for watching. This has been quite an adventurous feat. I mean, if you were here from the start, which you weren't, but if you were, this was the goal. This was what we've been working for from the start, and we've achieved it. So yeah, the mic keeps going in and out of skis. It's right here, and I keep doing this. Yeah, thanks to TUT, obviously, and I'm ready. I'm ready. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.